Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Factorio using the Sea Block Modpack. So we have we have a basic science facility sort of set up right now. Right now it only does red, green, and blue, but that's what we need at the moment, so that's okay. It's a little resource thin, and there's a few things I want to do to fix that. Pretty much the main thing that I feel like I'm lacking right now, well, we have a few of them, but we need more of these electronic circuits. There's just, well, we've got quite a bit of them. But we did that by robbing our main base of the circuits that they need. So we really need to get circuits at a much greater rate. Let's, to do that, we already come up with a way to do it. We have a flowchart for it. So electronic circuits are many, many things. And they don't use the old circuits. They don't like the old circuits, but better. They're built fresh from new things. So I've been looking at this and trying to figure out where to cut it into different stations. And I think we're going to have one station that's going to pull in boards, solder components, or these parts of the components, and make the boards themselves. Another station that's going to build circuit boards and other things. And another station that's going to build the ferric chloride. Unfortunately, way down here on this list, there's a methanol to formaldehyde production, which requires green catalysts. Green catalysts, let's say, formaldehyde requires green catalysts. Green catalysts need aluminium and silver in particular is a tricky one to get. It requires crystals, all three different types of crystals, in order to get any quantities of it. And each of them, the leaching process requires different types of acids. Hydrofluoric, hydrochloric, and sulfuric. We have stations for sulfuric, and which one is that we have already? That's hydrochloric. So we need to have a hydrofluoric station. Right there, perhaps? So how do we get hydrofluoric? Hydrofluoric acid is made from fluorite ore. Only? Ah, good, got nuclear finally. Advanced steam, which gives you higher tiers of turbines. Well, we don't need to worry about that right now. We're quite a ways from being able to get nuclear at all. Although there's not much else to research. Solar energy 3? Sure. So fluorite ore we can get from mineral sludge and produce uranium. That maybe is a good idea. Huh. So we're going to create some, well, maybe we'll just create it directly. That might be the best way. It's less efficient, I think, than going through the stereotype rubite area, but it would help us build up uranium. So maybe we should do that. Maybe we'll have something that requests, well, no. We'll make a hydrofluoric acid / uranium ore station. I hate to ship around the uranium ore, but it might be the best. Okay. So do we have stuff to... maybe. Crystallizers. Let's go try setting up a station, and we'll see what we run out of first. It's good to have research going again, but unfortunately we're going to run through it real quick. Maybe instead of doing one, knocking those out, bang, 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 let's do one, then we'll come back and mess with research more. Maybe get some logistic research going or something. I don't know. We have many tasks to do. Alright, so this is going to be complicated. Oh, we got deadlock here. Yeah, I was never happy with this design. I am stuck on the wall. So the issue... you're trying to back out. Everybody's trying to back out. Nobody can go because this guy is stuck in the way. Okay, we should place another one of those things over here. What is this? This is for nothing. Sure. Oh! Okay, well, I did not even see that one coming. Let's go ahead and fix that. So I thought we could fix it by putting one of these like right here. That one should not be there. That one should be over here. Yeah, this is not a very robust train system. We're going to have to babysit it a little bit. But that's okay. So we're going to need something like this right down here, which means we're going to need to go further to actually do the work. So let's lay out some ground. Excuse me. We could start tearing up our base to the south. The one that doesn't work anymore. Actually, let's figure out where the bottom should be, so when we come back we don't end up wrecking our pattern. There we go. All right. All right. Okay, so this is actually a good time to fix our pattern up. So we have a blueprint in our book. Other direction. Let's leave some space between them so we don't have trouble with as much trouble with deadlock, hopefully. And there was a modification to it, which we grabbed. Like that. Might not have enough rails to get all this out. And we just made a modification to this by putting another one of these. Right, well, let's place the rail first. We're gonna need more room. This is not enough room. Alright. So, since this is going to be creating ore with a fluorite, we'll need to turn this one into a needs sludge. Okay, and this will have to be a too many barrels, because we're not actually outputting anything that's in barrels. Actually, let's grab this pattern. Now that I fixed it, just as a new left-sided input. It's not the greatest one. I don't like how we're meeting the basic road all the time. But I couldn't figure out a better way to do it. I could have extended this further, I suppose, or made it a bit taller. Yeah. Oh well. It's what we got, and probably we could make it better, but it would take more time than we would save by making it better. Alright, so we were going to make hydrofluoric acid, so we're going to need sulfuric acid and fluorite ore, and we're going to be producing calcium sulfate. I hadn't thought about that. Which we can turn back into this, which we could, well, we have to combine it with silicon ore. That's probably not worth it. We might at some point make a calcium sulfate station just to create sulfuric acid again. So in the meantime, we'll just store it in boxes. Okay, so we're gonna need sulfuric acid. And you can just make it straight from sludge. You don't have to like turn it into crystals and then ore sort it and all that. Is it slower? It is. It's half the speed. Anyway. So they don't have a way to get here, so I'm not that worried about trains giving us problems. What did I just say we need? We need sulfuric acid. Don't we have a sulfuric acid? I could have sworn we made one. We have a sulfuric acid warehouse. But there must not be a train that delivers things. Yet. Okay, well, need sulfuric acid. It gives us two stops to do stuff with. On this side. We are running out of research options for just the red, green, blue. This doesn't do anything, but we might as well get it. This station's a trouble now because of this bailout route. We don't have enough space to put like a thing in front of it. So while there's something here, trains won't be able to bail. It's a potential problem. I think that's everything we need. Well, no, we'll need barrels. We'll need barrels because we are producing that. What's the ratio? So it's 1-to-1 with the acid, but the fluorite ore is going to need a barrel per ore. So in general, we'll have too many barrels. That's right. But we're going to use a lot of barrels internally. Okay, let's start playing this out. So we have so few in stack inserters, we're going to have to go back and get some. This is need mineral sludge. One thing, this is coupling my uranium and fluorite production together, which maybe is not a good idea. But I don't want to have to deal with making... Well, that wouldn't be too hard. Maybe I should not do that. Maybe I should just go ahead and build uranium separate. Because there is a way to make uranium from these. Yeah, we better go through the whole process of just building the fluorite ore from stereotype and rubite. I don't know what that does with our barrel production. So let's see. Each one of these chunks is effectively 25 sludge. So that would be 100 sludge, 50 sludge per fluorite ore. Alright, and this. So 60... well, 75, no, 50, 25 each. So 62.5 sludge per fluorite ore. And then we're pulling in even numbers. Okay, it's still gonna be too many barrels, because that's even numbers. Okay, so to get the fluorite ore, we're gonna use this recipe, so stereotype. We'll need to make purified. We'll have geodes to give back. So we'll have too many geodes. And then the actual hydrofluoric acid itself. Actually, this would be a bad one to make the hydrofluoric acid one. This should be the, let's make this one hydrofluoric acid. And this will be too many geodes. And we're gonna need some roboports. Just here and there about. Do I not have any more of the long range ones? Oh, I do right there. Alright, this is going to be active if mineral sludge barrels are less than 200. So it's active. This is going to be active if empty barrels is greater than 500. Sulfuric. This is gonna be more complicated. So we're gonna have, let's just turn this off. It'll be a circuit network thing. We're gonna need to add, okay, we can deal with it later. But we're gonna need to collect them in different spaces. Alright, we don't need to collect them in different spaces, but let's see, which ones are we making? We are making stereotype is yellow. Yellow and cyan. We're gonna have to use a arithmetic operator to tell us how many we have total. Although, technically we won't, because we're always gonna make the same numbers of them. So we could just like key off one of them. Yeah, I like that. Go ahead. Well, no, these are requesters. So you can't, you have to, they won't be available according to the, same for here. Too many barrels won't work. We'll need to disconnect that and we'll have to go back to your barrel drop-off. You will have to have a certain circuit network condition that will read the contents of those requester chests. And this is just a one for, right? We're not getting anything that will let us resupply these trains, so they'll have to be supplied in other stations, hopefully. You are requesting empty barrels. $200 at a time. All right. And this is just a, this is going to grab and then give away. Oh, we need more of those. Alright, and what about this? That's sulfuric acid. We'll have to, we need to go get some more of these stack inserters. Then we'll keep on going. Where's my car? Really, where's my car? Way up here? Because that's where we were having trouble with the, with this circuit. I forgot about that. I was just going, what is this even making? I forget. This is taking in sludge and producing none of these things. It sells things over there. You are producing spools of solder. Right. Looks like there's a lot of solder there, so working. Are these all backed up? Looks like it. No, it looks like they're not. We haven't been able to fill the train yet. No one needs boards. Really? Okay. Everything is idle because lack of basic boards. Okay, something wrong on this side. This is idle because lack of wood. Because of lack of methanol. Or lack of naphtha. Now we've got naphtha here. Is this not just not working? We have too many barrels. I see. Did we do something wrong? Did we not have a too many barrels station? We never told them to request. Whoops. Okay, well, request. And this cannot work on the logistic thing. It needs to work in the circuit world. Alright, so the train's coming, right? Looks like there's some deadlock going on. Yeah, we've got problems. Our rail system is not as robust as it needs to be. Okay. It's because this intersection is too short. Let's go over and deal with that. We were all trying to be compact, and we really need to be compact because this, well, not really. It's more of a laziness thing, whereas if I were willing to run around laying landfill out, we could be a lot more profligate with our land use. Yep. So this one can't go. Because this one's in the way. This one can't go because it wants to go. Because this one is trying. This one has it reserved. Oh, we screwed it up ourselves. Okay, go to sludge drop instead. Go to mineral sludge 1. It's going the wrong way. Go that way to mineral sludge 1. Oh. Did we screw that up somehow? There. Yeah, we're gonna need to fix this. I think if we got rid of this lower section here, a lot of the problems would go away. And we'll eventually do that, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, let's go back and hook that up. We need more rails. Stop being so lazy and start giving me the things I need. There they are. Now, I wonder if we should have stuck with this. I mean, it was ugly. We're starting to have problems, but this whole bit up here is quite a lot of space for doing what we were getting done down here. If we just add in our like 10,000 bots, it might have all worked out. Oh well, I'd rather have a rail network anyway. Because trains, choo choo. No, Mr. Chance. Mr. Chance. And it's all stopped again. Let's go fix it and then make those accessible and then come back and move the train so that I can get to it. Yeah. This is the wrong way to go. We're gonna have trouble threading up into our system. No, we're good. Right. Now let's go fix the trains. They seem to be going. Did that mineral sludge one get out? Or does it still have no path? No, it got out. Good. We probably should have a another set of rail down here to the left that will handle things. Provide some redundancy. I don't know. Something like that. Only in the front car. Curious. Must be because of uneven unloading at other stations. Okay, this one is the sulfuric acid one. So that will be an unloader. I thought we did make a train for the sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid tanks. No, no train. Okay, can we make one? We don't have any fuel here. We can grab some down here. Maybe. Yeah. This is producing more fuel than it needs. Alright, you are going to live at the sulfuric acid warehouse, or sulfuric acid tanks, until you're full, or 30 seconds past. 60 seconds. And then you're going to go to anywhere that needs sulfuric acid. Until empty, or inactivity, or time past 20. How are we doing on plastic? This getting full? It's okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, we should have all the stuff we need now. Why is it not here? Here's sulfuric. Everything else is loading in. Okay. Okay, so we need a pattern. We not have it in our books. This pattern. Well, not that pattern exactly. We've done this before, so it's two of the crushed ones, or two of the. Blah, I'm saying 2 chunks. And a mineral sludge. We have that pattern somewhere. Let's go and look for it. Do I have the different pieces? I think so. I think we're out of research right now. We'll switch back to do some gray, because I'm sure some was built up at our old base. Or we could do all the blue and gray stuff, I forgot. Just it'll be a mishmash of here and there. Well, we'll need this eventually. Sure, go for it. We were looking to see if we have ore sorters, and we do. Okay. You know, I don't think we do have a good pattern for this. This is the one where we couldn't figure out a good pattern. We have a lot of patterns for turning... No, we have a good pattern. This is like how we made gold. No, not how we made gold. How we made... Silicon was our bad pattern, but we have since moved on from there. We had... need to stop hitting things. We like have lead or something. Aluminium. Yeah, it's like this. This pattern. We're gonna need that. That's part of it. And there'll be a thing there. We can make these face each other. That might be better. Then we can put this just right in the middle. Okay, let's actually pull this back. We'll go just like that. We're gonna need purified, I guess. Good enough. We can make something with that. Looks like we're burning through our sludge faster than we're making it. We'll need to probably double up our sludge production at some point. Alright. Well, I don't know if we have flotation cells. That could be an issue. Yeah, we don't have flotation cells. Okay, we're eventually going to have them now. And the idea is once we have the two. Are they producing different acids? Can we use this one clarifier? Stereotyte is sulfuric. Rubite is not. Okay, so it's two different ones. Okay. The idea then was to put them into an ore sorter. Is that? Those are too close. Why is that going so? Oh, we ran out of our tool. We'll have to get another one. Yeah, we don't have any. We don't actually carry around resources on us anymore. We'll have to go and make sure to pick something up. All right. And we didn't. This somehow did not end up in our pattern, but that's okay. These need to shed, so. That's the wrong one. You know, we can make this simpler. Let's get rid of that. Wow, I'm wishing I had that tool. We'll rotate this around. Put the clarifiers both on this side. We don't have another clarifier. Yeah, and then we'll just have a single purified water source. We'll build right here. Okay, let's go get some stuff. We're actually using up half of our nodules. Shipping stuff out to the other base. Okay, some of those. I am looking for leaching flotation cells. First of all. Those? No, those are leaching plants. Those are flotation cells. Is there a flotation cell 2 we should be using? There is. There's a 2 and a 3. Okay. Well, I'm sure I have a 2 somewhere. We do it. We have 3 somewhere even. Okay, where are they? Off this way? That it? Yeah, okay. And this is a higher tier ore sorting. But honestly, I think we set it up so that our crystallizers are just barely keeping up with the ore sorting. So I don't think we need a higher tier. Would not be of use. We've never used these ore refineries before. Alright. That'll keep us going. And I was just complaining about not having enough Mark IIs. So maybe we should do something about that. Not having enough construction robots. So we have logistic robot brains. Let's make construction robot brains. And we'll upgrade the ones we're carrying around with us to use them. What does the next tier of power armor need? We have power armor. That's what we have. We have the best one right now. We could get stuff that's more better defense, but not stuff that's modularized or modularized, whatever. Looks like we're having copper troubles again, as per usual. It's all coming in real quick. It's just we're burning it pretty quick too. Okay. Copper, coal going that way too. Alright, I hope we didn't forget something, but I'm sure we did. Clarifiers. We needed one, well, more of those. They still haven't. Oh, they have. They laid out all those accumulators. So hopefully our power problems are less of a problem. Wrong. We have the wrong tier, so it won't place automatically. Flotation cell. Probably don't need a higher tier anyway, but, you know, why not? We're gonna have rocks to deal with. Forgot about those. Always do. Let's actually reset this all. We can then take a picture of it. Alright, and we needed to get, this also is going to need a mineral sludge thing. Which will look asymmetric. Actually, we can make it symmetric. We'll put it back here. This purified isn't going to work. We're going to actually have to make purified. Should we make that part of the blueprint or no? I'm thinking no. But mineral sludge we're going to have to pull in. So let's go ahead and just do that here. And this should be an active provider because we never want to keep the empty barrels around. Alright, that's our pattern. I want to turn it sideways. I don't like it this way. Actually, no, this way works fine. It's just very different than what we have been doing. That's okay. Should we make two, I wonder? I mean, how much fluorite do we really need? I haven't really paid attention to ratios further down the line. Oh well, let's just switch this over. So, rubite and stereotype. We'll make this one the rubite. We have a thing in our pattern. Oh well. So this is producing cyan, which it already set up to. Okay. Okay, now we need to purify water. Get out of the way, car. Do I not have any hydro plants? Really? I guess not. Okay. Annoying. Is there a Mark III hydro plant? No, just the two. Yeah, I kind of I kind of wonder if I'm not doing it the way they expect me to do it, since I'm setting up all these individual places that are mostly, well, beyond their train network, self-sufficient. That means I can't really ever take advantage of like the higher tier items. I never have like 20 of the of the chunk makers that I can then turn into 16 of the chunk makers because we upgraded their speed. Probably I'm doing it wrong. I don't care. This is the first time I've tried to build anything anywhere near on this scale, so we'll make do. I need a clarifier. We've set up so many of these, it's almost second nature by now. We messed that up again, but that's okay. Offshore pump. Where are ya? There. Let's hook this up so we'll start actually. Well, we didn't bring any bots over, so we can't do much. It won't actually work anyway, but you can at least tell us where we forgot to add power. Nope, looks like we did it okay. Alright, so we're going to be synthesizing the ore. What do we do with the ore? Eventually there'll be a lot of fluorite ore here. Then we combine it with sulfuric acid 1:1 to get fluoric acid and calcium sulfate. So I think this is going to be at capacity. So what is this going to be producing? It's going to be producing 2 per second. And the speed is 1, so 2 per second. So to turn that into hydrofluoric acid, we need to scale up, I'm sure. We'll be producing 4 every 2 seconds. And these are speed 2. So we need one chemical plant to deal with this, which is a little sad. Kind of smaller scale than I was expecting. We could double this up or something, put it over there. Anyway, I don't want to deal with it right now. Let's just go ahead and place it. Okay, so we're gonna have two of these, two barreling pumps. One to create, one to take in. One to output. I'm trying to make them share the same barrel storage. Like that, I think. This can be a source. Actually, this should be 1 for 1, so let's just make it a regular chest. It's the excess barrels from there that are going to have to be returned. Don't fill up too much. That's the gas. We need the acid. You are filling hydrofluoric. Which is weird that it's green when the thing is yellow. I guess green means acid. Maybe? I don't know. And in the meantime, you guys are going to be producing so much excess material. We don't know what to deal with yet. We'll just let it sit in boxes. And I think we're good to go. I locked myself. Okay, good. I just need to add some bots and it'll begin working. We need more of those. Let's see if they're being kept somewhere up here. No. The limits are the frames. Well, stop producing them for a little bit for me, please, so I can get my own. Alright. Are these the top tier ones? Quantum interactions? We can't make the lab Mark IIs yet, but we could do quantum interactions. Sure. Well, I think we might have already done that. Never mind. Let's not worry about it. We can always fix it later. Let's find some bots. Well, there were some right there. We can just grab them. I kind of liked it better when I could say that we had made an infinite source of this or that. Instead, everything is all, you know, reliant on these other things. I'd much rather have, like, little distinct modules. Like our sulfuric acid or our mineral sludge. Those will just go on forever and ever. Slowly, but forever and ever. May just watch a cycle to make sure it's working. That's not working. Why is that not empty? Because we chose the wrong thing again. This is actually at capacity. So that means everywhere else where I was only using the low flotation cells are actually over capacity. But this is under, so we don't need to bother to upgrade beyond Mark II. I remember this produces like a bazillion of those for some reason, instead of waiting. Okay, it's going. Anyway, it's slow, but it works, so I'm going to take a break right there. My name is Michael Young, and this is Factorio.